Hey everybody, welcome back to the Thinking Crypto channel. Guys, I have some very important news that you as a crypto investor must know. So be sure to watch the video to the end. It's all facts and it points to what we've been talking about of where we are in the current market cycle, what's coming, and what are the institutions and governments doing. First, I want to talk about El Salvador's move to give citizens free Bitcoin, $30 of free Bitcoin each. And there's a ATM company, a crypto ATM company that is now moving to El Salvador to set up shop because of the green light to Bitcoin and crypto. In addition, Elon Musk and Jack Dorsey are going to be doing a debate next month. This is interesting. I'll talk about the event and what it means. And Tanzania is moving on the president's, I should say the central bank of Tanzania is moving on the president's information or recommendation to start looking into adopting cryptocurrencies. And the SEC Ripple lawsuit is getting interesting because we found out Ripple is looking to do a deposition of William Hinman. And we have some takes on this from some attorneys. So also Binance is getting blocked in Ontario and UK, but only a certain part of their service. They're not getting outright banned, not the entire exchange. So I want to talk about that and what it means moving forward. So I'm going to break it all down. Before I do, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and hit the subscribe button if you're new here. It helps support the channel and it doesn't cost you anything. Guys, please sign up for my free weekly newsletter, no spam, all crypto insights and knowledge. Be sure to sign up, link in the description. Also, this video is sponsored by OKCoin, which is a great crypto exchange with the lowest fees around. Buy HBAR, Chainlink, Algorand, Polkadot, Dogecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever you want. It's all there at low fees. Sign up, link in the description. So guys, nothing much happening with the market right now as we've been talking about. We're in this correction consolidation phase. And I personally think it's an accumulation opportunity, but not financial or investment advice. But if you look at the trends and the data, and historically, this is certainly an accumulation phase. And I have been accumulating. We are seeing a bit of a breakout for Bitcoin here. I think some shorts had changed, but this is on the hourly. But you know, I don't suggest looking at that. Always zoom out, look at the monthly, quarterly, yearly charts. That's where you'll see the bigger picture and the true story of the market cycles and what is upcoming. And guys, check this out. So bullish. El Salvador is handing out up to $117 million in Bitcoin to its citizens. Guys, I didn't expect it to move this fast. I mean, this is pretty groundbreaking. And like we've been talking about, other countries in Latin America and around the globe are paying attention. And game theory suggests others will follow suit, especially those who are having economic problems and their fiat currency is garbage, right? So El Salvador will be handing out $30 in Bitcoin to its adult citizens. That roughly works out to an upper bound of $117 million of Bitcoin, around 3,440 Bitcoin. Guys, can you imagine that? This is adoption, and you know the President Bukele, he did a kind of a press conference and he was showing on video how it would work with the respective app that the users have to download or the citizens have to download to get the $30 of Bitcoin. Pretty amazing, guys, and it's pretty historic. I mean, this is a country, the president is pushing for this. And like I said, game theory suggests other countries in Latin America will follow suit. No one wants to get left behind in this emerging asset class. So the population of El Salvador is 6.5 million, with estimates suggesting that 70% of the population is over the age of 15. As a result, adults likely make up around 60% of the population. This places the upper bound, as mentioned before, at $117 million of Bitcoin. And El Salvador's President Nayib Bukele addressed the nation and revealing the impending airdrop of sorts and detailing that Bitcoin will become legal tender on September 7th. The president said that adult citizens who download the Chivo e-wallet and go through the facial recognition process will receive $30 in Bitcoin. I think that's a strong incentive, and I think a lot of people would do it, guys. And I think other countries are going to follow this, and it just shows how rapidly things are moving sometimes. I wish the U.S. would hurry up and approve a Bitcoin ETF and provide full regulatory clarity. But as we've been talking about, there's some progress happening there. There were 2 blockchain bills that were passed this past week, in addition to House Republicans accepting Bitcoin as donations, or cryptocurrency as donations. Maxine Waters starting a digital currency review group. So things are moving, to say the least, but slow. But I wish they would move faster. So very bullish news. In addition here for El Salvador, Athena to install 1,500 ATMs in El Salvador following Bitcoin law. Crypto ATMs are seen as a way for people to interact with the physical world, particularly those who are not well versed in cryptocurrencies. I've said this for years, guys. You know, some people are like, oh, I'm never going to use an ATM. Who the hell's going to use an ATM? Well, a certain segment of the population, right? I could see my dad or my mom doing that because they know that as a or they trust that format, right? While you and I may be more tech savvy and we understand we can go online and buy it through an app or an exchange, whatever it is, but some segment of the population, this is going to be the way they're going to go, right? You got to think that not everybody around the world are at the same level when it comes to technology, knowledge, their lifestyle. I don't think I need to explain this. So there's a segment that's going to do this. And I've interviewed a couple of ATM companies here on my channel, and they're going to set it up all over in these respective regular grocery stores and drug stores and pharmacies and so forth. So big things are coming, guys. So funding of $1 million will help get operations underway, including the hiring of additional staff and opening an office ahead of the country's proposed Bitcoin law, expected to come into effect on September 7th. Matthias Goldenhorn, Athena's director for Latin America, told CoinDesk via Telegram on Friday that while the market depth leading to the eventual success of his company in El Salvador was uncertain, it was exciting. On June, so it continues to talk about what El Salvador is doing, but you see companies already starting to flock there, right? Because of the clarity. Now, check this out. Elon Musk may debate Jack Dorsey at an upcoming Bitcoin event. So Elon was tweeting, kind of trolling Bitcoin maxis, and then Jack Dorsey replied, and it went back and forth. So Dorsey made an offer to Musk that they have a conversation at the event, and this is an upcoming Bitcoin event, saying they should have the talk. Musk replied, "Very well, then let's do it." And then Dorsey replied, "Done, we'll set up." The upcoming event is called The B Word, in reference to Bitcoin, if you couldn't work that out. It's focused on how institutions can embrace Bitcoin, which is fitting for Musk since his company Tesla invested $1.5 billion in the cryptocurrency before selling some just to prove liquidity, according to Musk. So I love this, and we'll see what happens because, look, Elon Musk has been a bit of a roller coaster emotionally, mentally, when it comes to Bitcoin. He trolls, but then he's also serious about it because he holds Bitcoin. Tesla has Bitcoin on their balance sheet, billions, obviously. They were accepting his payments. Then he hit the brakes on that because he put out that, okay, we can't do it because of the mining and blah, blah, blah. So that started the whole energy ESG conversation, which I think, in my opinion, is planned because, as I said, with the optics of how China controlled over 50% of the hash rate, that had to be fixed. Likewise, this energy thing has to be fixed. The miners have to move to full renewable energy. And then I think we're going to see probably a Bitcoin ETF approved then. And we saw the Bitcoin Mining Council get formed. And so I think everything's moving in the right direction despite what Elon was doing. If you want to go the conspiracy theory route, you could say this was all planned on purpose, the way he handled it, and it was to get things changed. So Bitcoin didn't have these negative things attached to it, right? And I think these things are being fixed. It's getting cleaned up for the next segment of the bull run, in my opinion. Now, check this out. We had reported that Tanzania's president, was asking for the central bank to move on cryptocurrencies. Well, Tanzania's central bank says it is working on the president's cryptocurrency push. So global crypto adoption, guys. It's amazing to see this happen. And the new president who came into power after the death of her predecessor in March said this month the arrival of digital currencies in the East African nation was inevitable. Here's a quote: "In the financial sector, we have witnessed the emergence of blockchain technology or cryptocurrency," Hassan said during the opening new central bank branch in the northern town of Mwanza this month. And they're pushing, the central bank to get things going here. So, guys, like I said, game theory. The other countries are not going to sit by on their hands and watch this happen. Now, another indicator of how this market is growing is the migration of talent from the traditional financial markets to crypto. So, for example, a former chief investment strategist for Morgan Stanley's $300 billion institutional unit shares why she just left to join CoinDesk's trade block. It's amazing. These people are leaving NASDAQ, Goldman Sachs, and so on and so forth. Look, I'm one of them. I left my job to join OKCoin. Now, I would pull up the article here for you guys, but Business Insider wants me to pay. So I just gave you the summary there. But we're seeing a lot of talent, guys, coming across and the bridge here. Now, the SEC Ripple lawsuit. And of course, we need to talk about this because depending on how the outcome of this lawsuit is, that's how the SEC is going to treat the rest of the market, right? So we need to pay attention to what's happening here. I do believe Ripple is going to win this, or Congress steps in and they fix this. But here's an update from James K. Fillon. He said, SEC files motion to quash deposition of William H. Hinman, ex-SEC director of the Division of Corporation Finance. Now, why William Hinman? I was thinking about this. Well, Jay Clayton, even though he was the chairman, he never really talked about Ethereum. He talked about Bitcoin. And yet, there's no foundation or, that leads or pushes things for Bitcoin. There's no CEO or a creator that we know of, right? But Ethereum, we know about Vitalik, we know about the Ethereum Foundation, and I think that's an easier target. So I think that's why Ripple went after William Hinman, because he's the one that was like, oh, Ethereum is not a security. Okay, buddy, where's the official paperwork? Where's the rest of the SEC commissioners on this? So James K. Fillon, the attorney, kind of broke this down, and I agree with his sentiments. Here's what he said. What a convoluted and contradictory motion to quash. First, Hinman gives a pass to ETH in what is arguably the most impactful speech on digital currencies at the time, as well as Hinman's career at the SEC. Second, the SEC says Hinman held a position of critical importance to the SEC's operation. Third, the SEC then says Hinman was no unique first-handed or has no unique first-handed knowledge of market participants' understanding as to the regulatory status of XRP offers or sales. Fourth, the SEC shows its weakness, saying the court could quash the subpoena without prejudice until after Judge Torres' ruling on the SEC's motion to strike Ripple's fair notice defense. Finally, Hinman finishes it and his credibility off with the declaration that, to the best of my knowledge, the commission had not taken at that time and still has not taken any position or expressed a view as to whether offers and sales of Ether constituted offers and sales of securities. 5, James says here, I expect that Ripple and the individual defendants are going to absolutely shred this in their response to the SEC motion. The SEC is getting exposed here, and I think, I don't know what happened. Maybe it's just like a government agency that had too much power, and you bring in these people who are, getting paid on the side, crony capitalism, right? That is crony capitalism, because we saw both Hinman and Jay Clayton were getting paid, and right after that they both jumped ship and went to these respective companies that were investing in Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's pretty clear there was a conflict of interest there. Now there's also an article, if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna try to pull it up here. The SEC is complaining, the people on social media are saying bad things about Jay Clayton and William Hinman. Boo hoo hoo. Go cry, you babies. If you can't stand the heat, don't be doing this nonsense. Let's see here. I'm trying to find the article if I can. But they were complaining, guys. I'll check my tweets here. They're complaining that the XRP army and community is calling them out on social media. Can you believe it, guys? I mean, oh, here we go. Yes, here it is. Let me pull it up here. SEC accuses XRP army of issuing false statements against its leadership on social media. The commission argued that Ripple's motion, if granted, would open the floodgates for the company to request testimony from high-ranking government officials. Crimea River. This is pathetic. I don't know, man. And this is why I said Congress needs to step in. This is pathetic. I mean, the SEC is supposed to protect investors, and then they go and do this stupid enforcement. It's like they can't say, okay, Jay Clayton was wrong or we did something wrong here. They have to try to cover it up as much as possible. You know, it's once again, it goes back to this agency maybe has too much power. It's not regulated. They're getting money and kickbacks. You know, the way they're incentivized to get settlements because that pays, I think, a lot of their operations, which it shouldn't be that way because you would see historically people would try to do the wrong thing to rack up as much wins as possible, to get as much settlements as possible. And, you know, they may cross over the line at certain points, which I think they did here. And it's amazing to see this play out. And now they're getting publicly destroyed and embarrassed, and rightfully so. And I hope people continue to drag the SEC on social media because we as investors, they're supposed to protect us and they're not. Right, they're doing some bullshit here, so it's interesting. Now, guys, something I want to share here. Binance is having some regulatory issues in Ontario, now in the UK, but it's only around their derivatives. They're not outright banned, right? But it looks like regulators are going after them. Not that CZ is a bad guy. I've interviewed CZ a couple times, and he's a nice guy. I personally use Binance historically, obviously not anymore. When I say Binance, I mean Binance.com. I've used Binance US, which is operating under a DBA through BAM Trading Services, which is regulated in the United States. But Binance, for a long time, has operated, globally, but regulators are now going after the derivatives aspect of the business and probably want them to register and to provide as much information as they are forcing the other the cryptocurrencies exchanges to do. So I think ultimately this is needed for the market to take off and for more money to come in. They're not going to have anything that is hidden or any potential for manipulation from any exchanges or things like that to happen, right? You remember what I've said over the years, they're going to position this market the same way they do the stock market and other asset classes. So they need to regulate it and all that. Now, some of that sucks, right? Obviously, but in order for more money to come in, is my point, this has to happen, right, for this market to continue to grow. So I think Binance is going to face some headwinds, some other countries, and it's just a matter of them registering and getting in line. So we'll see what else unfolds here. So guys, final news here, which I tweeted about this, and it's a sign of what's to come. Central bank digital currencies get full BIS backing, the Bank of International Settlements. This is the ultimate green light right here. This is it right here, guys, to what is coming. And when I say that, I mean the token economy, the digital economy, guys. Tokenization of assets, money, fiat currencies. Then you have cryptocurrencies, and then you have digital assets, and then you have NFTs, and so on and so forth. The full digital economy coming. And this here, while I believe the IMF and Davos, all these central banks knew what the plan was, but this is the public statement now to say, hey, all world central banks, get on board. So let me share something here with you. The Bank of International Settlements has given its full backing to the development of central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, saying they are needed to modernize finance and ensure big tech does not take control of money. Dubbed the central bank to the world's central banks, the BIS, which is coordinating many of their discussions on digital currencies, set out recommendations on Wednesday on how a CBDC such as the digital dollar, euro, yen, or yuan should look. See what's happening, my friends? If you've been a subscriber to this channel, what have we been talking about for years? It doesn't matter, you know, the articles that came out 2 months ago saying, oh, we're thinking about it, maybe in 2 years. No, they're building it right now. They're building it right now. They're using the technology behind Bitcoin and crypto, and they are building their CBDCs. If you're still on the fence on crypto and what is coming, what the future looks like, I hope news like this opens your mind and your thinking, your understanding of where we are headed. The world running on blockchain, and blockchain is not just going to be in the financial sector with tokenized assets and things like that. Blockchain is going to be used in healthcare and voting and all of that, right? But obviously, networks are going to have tokens to be able to move value and smart contracts and all of that, right? I think you guys know what's ahead. But this is big. This is the ultimate green light here. This is as they stated in the article, this is the godfather to all of the central banks around the globe, guys. And the IMF is on board. We saw even I think the World Economic Forum, yes, the World Economic Forum, when they put out in early 2020 the central bank digital currency playbook and the guidebook, which I've shared with you guys many times, where he talks about Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum. It was labeled, subtitled, the Center for the Fourth Industrial Revolution. And I just see this playing out, and it's just amazing to watch it play out, because we have the internet, we have the information, we can go look up and research and go back in time a bit here and pull information from what people have said and what they're doing. So big things ahead, and crypto and digital currencies and digital assets and NFTs, all part of the digital economy, and I think higher prices will follow. Anyway, guys, what do you all think about this news? Leave your thoughts and comments below. Hit the thumbs up button, share this video, and I'll talk to you all later.